description.
Alright, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Raider with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. Today we got one that comes by way of Noodle Journey. Thanks, dude. Check out his channel on YouTube. This is Noodle Salad by Nongshim, and this is the last variety I think that they make. This is the Miso vinaigrette. There's a gochujang vinaigrette, and there's another one, a sesame vinaigrette. There's three in this range. I don't know if any have been discontinued at this point. I don't know what's going on with this stuff. But yeah, there's flake, there's liquid, and there is noodle block. And let me double check this, and then we'll get on to cooking. Yep, 4.5 minutes, rinse, done. Okay, we're good. So we add the flake. Today is crazy. You might, yeah, you can see that big frickin' computer in the background. That's the thing I won on Buy Nothing Kenmore. I tell ya, if you like stuff and things, you should get into your local Buy Nothing group, because it's really quite amazing the stuff that I've ended up with on there. It's neat. It's actually a really decent computer. It's an iMac Retina display. I mean, it's like the best display I've ever had, ever. It's huge. I mean, this thing's enormous. And it's got a 0.5 terabyte SSD that they put in aftermarket, which I'm guessing what happened is their screen, when they took the screen off and stuff, that's when it cracked. But it's in the corner, and it doesn't even go over the area where the actual video is. So that's pretty snazzy. And yeah, it's got 64 gigs of RAM too. So my plan is to set it up almost like a mirror of my main machine. And what's neat is there's an app called Boot Camp that it comes with, and you can partition the drive and then install Windows 10 on it, and that's what I did last night. It was freaking, it just worked, which was nice. There's only one little problem, and the problem is that it doesn't want to do Wi-Fi. And then I don't know, I haven't plugged anything into the jack, but I don't hear any audio coming out of it. So I need to plug something in and see if that helps. But other than that, it's pretty, wow. It's what is it? Quad core i5 from 2015. But with the SSD and all the RAM, I mean, it's like whip fast. Granted, I haven't really installed anything on it, but yeah. You just hold down the Alt key, which they consider as like the same as the Option key on a Mac keyboard, and away you go. But yeah, most of the drive is set up for Windows, so I'm going to install all the software and stuff in case something does happen to my PC, and it's been threatening lately, but actually that was just an issue with a Windows update, so that's not bad. But yeah, it's cold noodles today, and it's we're gonna have a heat wave. It's gonna get up to 40 degrees or so today, so that's nice. We had a little bit more snow last night, and now it's like just on the grass mostly. There's really nothing on the street. When we went out to pick up the computer, the place was like less than a mile away, and they had a really steep driveway, so I'm like, walking like I got a Coke bottle up my keister, you know, like clenching the cheeks, you know. It's big, it's cumbersome, it's heavy, but it's really nice. So I'm stoked. I guess you can get a new one for like $200, but I'll take a free one for free, thank you very much. Yeah, neat thing. As far as the Mac OS goes, I don't know. That's kind of weird, but I'll probably set it up so I can check it out, you know. It's got OS X Monterey on it, and I think that's much older. But it's got Windows 10 on it, and it runs 99.9%. If I tether my phone via USB to it and have my phone on Wi-Fi, it works great. I mean, the data comes through. I think I get like about 300 meg per second up down, so that's fine for all that. But yeah, not too shabby. So what I got to do is where I want to put it for safekeeping, I got to get rid of something that I got on Buy Nothing Kenmore previously, which is a Samsung TV that we never watch in our bedroom. So I'll put it back on there and say, hey, anybody want this? If not, I'll possibly put it in our mail room. That's where perfectly good things go to be, you know, given away. So you drain it and you run cold water over it. And then you add the sauce and stir it up and you're done. But today is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. I had a bit of a bummer thing that I found out today. I thought I had a few more slices of chashu, and I don't have any more chashu whatsoever. And that's a real bummer. Like a real bummer. So I don't know, I might have to do some posts asking if people can donate to the Ramen Raider. Even though I put it on every episode, it really doesn't, people don't really end up doing it. The Patreon helps a lot. So, I don't know, if you're so inclined, I would be really, really appreciative. That's like that, or just sending me a PayPal with like a bunch of cash. But you know, I don't know. I think right now a lot of people are in my same boat, so I totally get it. There's my fork. There's my, okay. All right, so here's what it looks like at this point. I think it's a buckwheat noodle. That's what I'm getting out of this. So let's usually these cold noodles, they kind of look like a Cobb salad. I usually add tomato, cucumber, things like that. I literally can't afford tomatoes and cucumbers. And I definitely can't afford chashu. Half pork belly isn't cheap. I've got the twine. I've got the, well, I've got twine, I've got salt, I got sugar, got an oven. I just need the pork belly, and I could whip out a nice pork belly monster this weekend. Chashu! But that will have to wait. Maybe tax return time. Maybe if some kind, beneficent person wants to help out, that would be great. Or a few of you. You know, I don't like doing this part of it, like going, if you really like what I do, send me money. I don't like that, but when it works, that's cool. I don't know, there's so many people that make tons of money off of doing their stuff, but I think they shove a lot of money into it too, which I don't have. Mmm. Sweet, getting the soy, not so much the miso. There's like a hint of spicy. No. Maybe not a hint of spicy, more almost like a hint of mustard. It's nice. I used to be like, cold noodles, blah. These are decent. So, yeah. I'll use this one. Because I think this is probably going to be larger. In two episodes, I'm going to do another cold noodle. What's great, too, is these are going to come out, like, what? Late June. Which is perfect because these varieties are generally made for the summer months. Nice, refreshing cold noodle for the summer. Got it? There you go. Did I not take those out? Must not have. Yeah, there they are. I did make egg this morning. I'm like protecting my eggs like a, I guess like a hen. I don't know, but I don't. If I can't afford, if I can't easily afford cucumbers and tomato, obviously eggs are kind of expensive. I found something. If you stir the egg a lot, I've had a lot of where it's like there's a ring around the bottom and the yolk is trying to push out down there. If you stir it a lot, it doesn't happen. So that's what I did this morning. I only made 2 eggs for use today. We had an interesting thing last night. So, like I said, when I was going to grab that computer, it started to snow. And my wife is like, yes, we're going right now. We don't want to get, want it to get slick out on the road or anything. It worked out great. But my daughter was like, no, I don't want any more snow, which is something I would have never expected her to say. But today's Valentine's Day, and she has a Valentine's Day party at school. So, that makes sense. It's like my son had one a couple days ago, and he has lunch in a different class, and then he's in 2 classes today, which are both going to have Valentine's Day parties today. It's crazy. And then, like, the stuff... Man, when I was a kid, we just had those little paper Valentines. There was no, like, toys or, like, candy or junk. I just remember all we had were, like, little paper cards that had to and from, and that was it. And then you, like, your mom or whoever would be like, okay, sign this here. This is for this one. This is for this one. I'm going to add a slice of Narutomaki. I think that's logical. God, do I need more of that? I do. Man, I'm going to have to, like... God. They haven't even approved our tax return yet. Well, they accepted it, but when you have kids and you get a tax credit on that, you gotta wait extra time. By the way, the idea that people have tons of kids so they can get more tax return stuff, you gotta be freaking kidding me. There have been a lot of crazy things said about that. Do you realize how it's like your tax return really isn't going to, like, it doesn't even out. There's no way it could. Jeez. Alright, thanks for watching. The next one you're going to see is this. This is from Germany. This is duck cup noodles, sweet onion soup. I'm really curious how this is going to go. Probably really well. So, that'll be on the next episode of It's Noodle Recipe Time. This has been Hans the Ramen Raider, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye.